Hello everyone, back to today's second video update. So we're on today, had a look at whether it's week to 10 days and sort of a chopping and changing that's going on at the moment in terms of this northerly wind that may or may not occur next week. We also had a look at the Arctic Oscillation, the North Atlantic Oscillation, and a few other bits and bobs as well. So you find the video on the homepage and check it out if you'd like to do that. Now this video actually covers the same time frame really that the first video update covered, but we're looking in depth in this video at the Halloween, which is 31st of October of course, and Bonfire Night / weekend, which is 4th of November. For tonight's second video update. So we'll deal with Halloween first of all, when trick-or-treaters will be heading out and about, and then we'll have a look at Bonfire Night. So we'll begin, as I say, on the 31st of October. This is our very latest GFS is picking things up for the 31st of October, Halloween. We've got a northwesterly wind here, and we bring the cold front down across the country. Upper air temperatures are cooling off. They're not desperately cold, but they are cooling there on the final day of October, and it's quite wet actually down across central and southern parts of England and Wales through the day, but by the evening that's clearing away. So it depends on the timing of this front. If it slows up, then southern counties might have a wet evening on Halloween for trick-or-treaters, but otherwise actually it looks like there's a reasonable amount of dry weather as trick-or-treaters are heading out and about. These are the temperatures at 6 o'clock in the evening on Halloween. So we're looking at temperatures of around 11-12 degrees in the south and around 7 to 10 up in the north. Reasonably mild really for a late October evening. As we move through into the period beyond Halloween, so this takes us up towards Bonfire Night, what happens is that the wind starts to turn into the north there, and we do pull down some colder air from the north. By the time you get through to 2nd of November, colder air is pushing down from the north. The real cold pushes over Scandinavia with these northerly winds, but we are on the periphery of that with a ridge building close to Iceland. There's the upper air temperatures for Thursday, the 2nd of November, bringing that cold air down from the north. I have to emphasise it is a lot of uncertainty, though, in relation to these northerly winds at the end of next week. This is Friday the 3rd of November, just running up towards Bonfire weekend, and high pressure is beginning to slip down across the country, but it's still cold. It will certainly be cold enough for night frost and probably wintry showers in the north and the northeast of Scotland. So we go through to Saturday the 4th of November, when I assume a lot of people will be having their bonfire and fireworks parties, and we find a ridge of high pressure is being forecast by the GFS be sitting over the country, and that is within cold air as well. So as the upper air temperatures, they are looking pretty cold there for that first day of the weekend. And there's a lot of dry weather as well, actually. A few showers running down the coast, running that high pressure. It's mostly dry. There'll be plenty of sunshine as well. But the main thing is that it is quite cold. These are the temperatures in the evening of the 4th of November. And you can see that frost already is starting to set in across Scotland. And even down to England and Wales, we're in sort of mid-single figure temperatures there. That really does look quite cold indeed. And that frost risk grows actually overnight, Saturday into Sunday the 5th. So you just have a late firework party, or if you were out and about quite late on the weekend of 4th, 5th November, Saturday 4th, Sunday the 5th. It is looking cold with frost spreading down even to parts of Wales and the Midlands by the time you get through to midnight. And then that takes us to Bonfire Night itself, Sunday the 5th of November, where high pressure is still in control of weather. The upper air temperatures are still looking quite cold, really. Loads of dry weather again underneath that high pressure, so you don't have to worry about rain if this is right. Dampening and putting a damp squib on your fireworks and bonfires. Of course, can't say whether the fireworks would be a damp squib, but certainly the weather won't be putting a dampener on things. Lots of dry weather over this weekend. But the main thing is the temperatures. They do look quite cold. These are the temperatures for midday on Bonfire Night. Single figures really from Wales and Midlands North, was just about scraping 10 or 11 in the south. And by the time you get through to midnight, so sort of the evening time, and a lot of you will be having your bonfires and fireworks, temperatures again are looking cold, going down, certainly to ground frost levels, probably even air frost in places will be likely as well. So, all in all, it's looking quite seasonable actually for Bonfire Night. Let's deal with Halloween first of all. That could have some rain in the south. It just depends how quickly that rain pushes through. If there was to be a delay on it, would be a bit of a dampener the southern parts for trick-or-treaters. Further north it looks okay. Then we go through to the rest of next week. It gets colder from the north. We're on the periphery of that northerly wind, so it isn't the direct sort of northerly shot that it looked like we could get 2 or 3 days ago, but nevertheless it's enough to turn things colder. So the second half of next week turns cold and frosty, and those cold frosty conditions take us through into the weekend of sort of Bonfire Night, the bonfire weekend, let's say, Saturday the 4th and Sunday the 5th of November. Both days looking cold, and both days will be impacted, or both evenings, I should say, will be impacted by frost, maybe fog as well, combining with the smoke, and just a really nippy, sort of seasonably cool and cold feeling bonfire night and bonfire weekends. I'm sure a lot of you would quite enjoy that, actually. Bonfire night tends to be a bit of a washout, but when I was a lad, when we used to have our firework parties at home, very often they were cold and frosty back in the 1980s, in the time of the dinosaurs. So it may be that have a bit of a seasonably cool or cold feeling bonfire weekend this weekend. Hopefully we'll do another update for you over the weekend sometime, because this is all a little way away, particularly the bonfire night stuff. That's still quite a long way away. So we will hopefully, if I've got time, lots going on at the website that weekend, but if I've got time, we will hopefully keep you updated, do another update for the bonfire weekend. But at the moment, Halloween looks okay, as long as that rain clears quickly. Fairly mild for Halloween. The bonfire night and weekend does look quite cold and frosty and seasonable. Right, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.